AuthentiKit fans, welcome to my first video of the new year, and may I start by wishing you all a very happy, healthy and peaceful 2026. I also want to express my sincere thanks to everyone who took part in our recent competition, the Spitfire Trim Wheels Challenge. There went a huge number of you, so I'm very grateful to those who took the time to make and upload your videos to YouTube. As a reminder, this is the big prize on offer, a beautiful print of the BBMF's most precious aeroplane, the Spitfire MkIX P7350, the only Spitfire still flying that saw action in the Battle of Britain. It's popped up several times in our videos, and what's special about this print is that it is signed by the officer commanding the BBMF for the 2025 season, Squadron Leader Mark Sugden. Also, our simulator project sponsor, Squadron Leader Mark Discom, as well as most of the full-time team of the BBMF. In a nutshell, the rules of the competition were to make a video of yourself assembling our replica Spitfire trim, elevator and rudder wheels, controls with a timer, and the fastest would win this poster. A second signed poster was for the most creative video. A third unsigned poster for whoever submitted first, and a fourth unsigned poster for whoever hadn't yet won and got drawn at random. Well, we got off to a flying start when Greg submitted this video on December 7th, completing assembly in just 31 minutes. Straight away, Greg was down for a poster, but you'll see he pops up again, and this didn't count as his official entry. In fact, Greg followed that up the very next day with an assembly completed in just 21 minutes, which goes to show how easy these controls are to assemble once you're familiar with our standard AuthentiKit assembly methods. But again, this didn't count as Greg's official entry, which means that the video submitted on December 9th by Gwen, a much valued member of our community, won the first official entry prize. I was really pleased that Gwen won, as she's shared some amazing photos of the controls she has built over the last year. Congratulations, Gwen. Later that day, I saw a new entrant, and again a familiar name in the AuthentiKit community. Michael Paxson has printed parts for many people over the years as part of our community-approved printing scheme, aka Friends and Family Rate printing scheme. So he should know what he's doing, and he certainly proved that by completing the build in a blistering 14 minutes, 59 seconds. Unfortunately, he had a technical glitch and his phone went to screensaver midway, so he lost his timer. I remember the dilemma of whether this ought to disqualify him. Fortunately, I didn't need to worry, because 3 days later he made a second submission without technical hitch. He also fine-tuned his print tolerances, which meant the screws were less tight. Well, that attention to detail paid off in spades, because Mike now walks away with the fastest build prize, a signed print of P7350, and his time 13 minutes 1 second. Well done, Mike. With a quiet few days, the next entrant was Barry, who submitted his video on December 22nd. Many thanks to Barry for taking part and for his very kind words about the AuthentiKit project. Not the fastest, but still in the draw for the lucky dip. Then, as expected, another quiet patch over Christmas, and I thought it was all over when this amazing video popped up. Again, by our friend Greg. So this was Greg's third video and counted as his official one. He tells me he had a huge amount of fun making it, and I'm not surprised. Huge thanks to Greg for taking the time to make this fun video, and your prize of a signed P7350 poster for most creative video is well deserved. Well, this takes us to December 30th, so it was looking like the end when two more entrants made it to the finish line just in time. The first was from Mark, and Mark's Test Lab, who very kindly gave us a considered review of the Spitfire controls, and was in fact very positive about the assembly experience. He wasn't fastest at 43 minutes, but to be fair, he was probably more focused on creating a helpful, explanatory video for his subscribers. He's planning to create many more AuthentiKit review videos, so I've shared a link to his channel in the description below. And the final entrant was from our good friend Aardvark, aka Quetzal Bolt, on YouTube and Instagram. Again, I've shared a channel link, as he regularly publishes great Warbird content, always flown with AuthentiKit flight controls. So that left us with 3 candidates to win the 4th P7350 print, and I decided to pick the winner at random. Too many to flip a coin. Should I throw a dice, I wondered. In the end, I decided to ask my good friend ChatGPT. So the winner is Aardvark. Congratulations, my friend. A beautiful print of P7350 is coming your way. Well, that's all for now, folks. Do let me know in the comments what you thought of this competition and any suggestions for how we might do something similar in the future. For now, though, I'm going back to designing and releasing flight controls, so make sure you're subscribed to find out what's coming next. Will it be the Spitfire Magneto or a new throttle? Bye for now, folks.